On a bridge of blue crystal, Maeve sprints against the howling wind, her furs battling the icy gale. Rowan staggers behind, his breath frosting, icy veins spreading across his skin as the cold intensifies. Nira follows, her staff glowing faintly, a beacon in the frozen expanse. Above, a pale, spectral moon looms, drawing closer to the blinding sun. Unnatural energy churns in the sky, a storm of light and shadow, threatening to consume them all. The trio steps into a vast chamber, dominated by a colossal archway of ice. Pulsing runes cover the archway, the air crackling with unseen energy. Rowan, pale and weakened, leans heavily on Maeve for support. His voice, strained with urgency, cuts through the silence. When the eclipse completes, the Wraith becomes unstoppable. His words hang heavy in the air. Maeve's eyes burn with fear, reflecting the ominous glow of the runes. In the frigid expanse of the ice archway, Nira's breath mists before her, a stark reminder of the biting cold. Maeve nods, her face set with resolve, steeling herself for the task ahead. Nira's voice cuts through the icy air. Remember, the Frost Wraith feels Seraphina's pain and reacts to it. Maeve picks up on the implication, hope flickering in her eyes. So, if we heal the Queen, Nira finishes the thought, her words echoing in the icy space. We weaken the Wraith. A shared glance passes between them, a silent pact forged in the face of daunting odds. A low rumble vibrates through the frozen cavern as the trio steps into an icy expanse, their breath misting in the frigid air. The ice cracks ominously beneath their weight, each step echoing with the threat of the cavern's hidden depths. From the depths of the cavern, the Frost Wraith rises, a spectral figure of smoke and shattered memories. Its form coalesces into claws and chilling presence, a haunting embodiment of winter's wrath. The Wraith's voice echoes through the ice, a chilling pronouncement. You are too late. Icy shards explode as Rowan shoves Maeve behind him, his breath clouding in the frigid air. He struggles to keep his footing on the treacherous ice, a hacking cough tearing through him. A Wraith looms, its voice a chilling echo in the cavern. Heir of winter, you carry the curse of your father. The Wraith advances, its words cutting deeper than the ice. The more you fight, the more it grows. Rowan glares, defiant despite the pain, bracing himself against the Wraith's relentless assault. Inside the frozen cavern, Maeve clutches Rowan, the air alive with icy energy. The Wraith lunges, a shard of ice aimed at Maeve. Don't listen. You're stronger than this. Rowan leaps in front of Maeve, intercepting the Wraith's attack, the ice piercing his shoulder. Rowan collapses onto the cavern floor, the icy air heavy with the weight of his sacrifice. Maeve's scream pierces the frozen cavern, swallowed by the icy air. Her breath mists before her, a fragile defiance. Rowan! Maeve cries out, her voice echoing desperately in the vast, frozen space. The Wraith's chilling pronouncement cuts through the air. He will die before the eclipse ends. The cavern is silent, save for the echo, the Wraith's words hanging like frost. Maeve's heart shatters within her, an invisible wound in the face of the Wraith's decree. Inside the frozen cavern, the air hangs heavy with cold as Maeve kneels beside Rowan, her expression a mask of desperation. Tears stream down Maeve's face, each drop a small act of defiance against the all-consuming ice. Her tears land on Rowan's frozen fingers, where they sizzle and melt the encasing ice. A strange heat blossoms in Maeve's chest, a spark of warmth amidst the pervasive cold. Rowan's voice, though weak, cuts through the silence. I'm not afraid. His gaze intensifies, a plea in his eyes. But you need to finish this. Inside the frozen cavern, Nira's eyes widen, sensing the shift in the air, crackling with unseen energy. Maeve shivers, her breath misting in the frigid air, as a low hum vibrates through the cavern. Nira's voice, hushed with awe and concern, cuts through the humming. Maeve, the crystal heart is awakening in you. Maeve's bewildered gaze reflects the cavern's icy glow as she struggles to comprehend the change within her. But how? Maeve asks, her voice echoing softly in the cavern, laced with confusion and a hint of fear. The humming intensifies, the cavern responding to Maeve's awakening, the crystal heart beating in time with her own. A blinding white light floods the frozen cavern, illuminating walls of ice. Queen Seraphina appears, her form fragile, etched with cracks of melting frost. Her voice, a mere whisper against the cavern's silence, calls out names of loved ones. Maeve, Rowan, Nira, she murmurs, each name a fragile prayer in the icy expanse. Inside the frozen cavern, icy formations glisten under an ethereal light. Seraphina, eyes wide with a mix of fear and determination, raises a trembling hand. A chilling gust of wind sweeps through the cavern, carrying whispers of ancient sorrow. The wraith looms, its form shifting like smoke, a spectral embodiment of rage. Seraphina's voice echoes in the cavern's vastness. It is bound to me. Her anguished confession hangs in the air. My pain fuels its rage. In the frozen cavern, Maeve's breath mists as she steps forward, the air heavy with anticipation and cold. Seraphina stands center, radiating sadness that chills the very air around her. Maeve's voice echoes, filled with earnest concern. Your Majesty, let us help. Defeated, Seraphina sinks to her knees, her regal bearing crumbling under the weight of sorrow. Rowan whispers hoarsely, his voice barely audible above the cavern's silence. Mother! Seraphina gently touches Rowan's cheek, a bittersweet smile gracing her lips. You have grown so much. The cavern's biting cold mirrors the icy grip around Maeve's heart, each breath misting in the frigid air. Her resolve hardens against the frozen backdrop. I can't lose Rowan. I can't lose Seraphina. I won't let the Wraith win, she vows, her voice echoing in the vast, silent space. Something inside her snaps, a breaking point reached in the cavern's echoing silence. Like a flame bursting free from the darkness, a fierce determination ignites within her. Inside the frozen cavern, the air crackles with anticipation. Maeve steps forward, resolute against the biting cold. She positions herself between Seraphina and the looming wraith, an unspoken promise of protection in her stance. A golden warmth emanates from Maeve's hands, casting a holy light in the cavern's icy depths. The wraith recoils from the radiant energy, its shadowy form faltering in the face of Maeve's power. Nira's voice echoes through the cavern, filled with awe and certainty. Maeve, you are the Crystal Heart's chosen vessel. All eyes are on Maeve, the beacon of hope in the heart of the frozen darkness, ready to fulfill her destiny. Inside the frozen cavern, Maeve raises her hands, her face aglow with newfound power. Blinding gold light erupts, engulfing the icy walls and reflecting a divine radiance. The wraith emits a piercing scream as its spectral form flickers violently in the overwhelming light. Rowan reaches out weakly, his face etched with concern as he pleads, Maeve, don't Lose yourself. Maeve treads into the frozen cavern, each step echoing in the chilling air, a lone figure amidst the frost and encroaching darkness. The air grows heavy with fear as Maeve continues her journey, her breath misting in the cavern's frigid embrace. A sudden movement shatters the silence. The Wraith lunges from the shadows, a final desperate assault. The cavern holds its breath, the clash between Maeve and the Wraith imminent. A battle against the elements and unseen horrors. Darkness closes in, the fate of Maeve hanging in the balance as the Wraith's attack threatens to consume her. Inside the frozen cavern, Maeve's luminous hands glow against the Wraith's icy form. The cavern air hangs still as Maeve's touch meets the Wraith's frozen chest. A soft, ethereal light spreads as Maeve's power envelops the Wraith. In a moment of profound forgiveness, Maeve whispers, "I forgive you." Her words echo in the cavern, carrying a weight of sorrow and release. The ice around them seems to crack slightly, responding to her absolution. In the frozen cavern, the Wraith hovers, a figure suspended in the frigid air, a silent sentinel of ice. A crystalline shattering echoes as the Wraith explodes into a supernova of light and ice. Millions of radiant fragments burst forth, illuminating the cavern with ethereal brilliance. The light show subsides, the radiant fragments fading into the cavern's icy embrace. An echoing silence settles, the cavern returning to its frozen stillness, a void where light once danced. In the frozen cavern, Maeve collapses, her body hitting the icy ground with a soft thud. Desperate, Rowan crawls towards her, his movements clumsy on the slick surface. He pulls Maeve into his arms, his breath misting in the frigid air as he cradles her. "Maeve! Maeve, open your eyes!" Rowan cries, his voice echoing in the cavern's icy silence. In the frozen cavern, Maeve's lashes flutter as warmth slowly returns, her face regaining its color. On Rowan's arms, the intricate curse marks begin to subtly fade, the ice receding from his skin. Frost-like patterns dissolve into shimmering silver light, a magical transformation unfolding. The silver light vanishes completely, leaving Rowan's skin unmarked, the curse now just a memory. Inside the frozen cavern, Seraphina's breath swirls in the frigid air, a stark contrast to the icy stillness. Her voice echoes, soft yet resolute, as she breaks the silence. The curse. It's broken. Nira's eyes reflect the cavern's ethereal glow, a subtle nod confirming the end of their long struggle. A quiet moment of triumph hangs in the air as Nira speaks, her voice laced with relief. It's done. The cavern seems to hold its breath, as if acknowledging the profound shift that has just occurred. A faint glimmer of hope sparks in their eyes, promising a new dawn beyond the frozen walls. Maeve stirs, the frigid air frosting her breath as she slowly rises in the frozen cavern. Rowan rushes to her, his relief palpable as he wraps Maeve in a tight embrace. "You scared me," Rowan whispers, his voice thick with emotion in the echoing ice. Maeve counters softly, her gaze meeting his. "You scare yourself." The cavern's silence amplifies the unspoken words between them, a bond forged in the frozen depths. The eclipse wanes. A soft sunrise paints the winter realm in hues of hope. Light touches the vast expanse of ice, awakening a dazzling display. The landscape glitters, each ice crystal a tiny sparkling jewel, 1,000 diamonds scattered across a frozen kingdom, catching the light. The winter realm breathes again as warmth chases away the shadows. A serene, crystalline beauty emerges from the long, dark night. In the winter realm, Seraphina's gentle touch conveys profound gratitude to Maeve. A soft breeze carries whispers through the snow-laden landscape. Seraphina's eyes shine with relief and appreciation. You saved not just my kingdom. Seraphina's voice is soft, yet filled with deep emotion. But my family. Rowan steps forward, his gaze tender as he replies to Seraphina. And you saved me. The Winter Realm seems to hold its breath, witnessing this moment of shared salvation and gratitude. In the stark Winter Realm, Maeve's cheeks bloom with a sudden, rosy blush. Nira watches Maeve, a knowing smirk playing on her lips and amusement dancing in her eyes. The biting cold begins to yield as a burgeoning warmth spreads through the realm. Signs of life emerge, hinting at a long-awaited awakening. The landscape transforms, responding to the shift with subtle, vibrant changes. The Winter Realm responds to Maeve's blush, the frozen world thawing. If this chapter touched your heart, don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to Mystic Moonlight Tales for more magical cinematic stories. Hit the bell icon so you never miss the next episode. Comment below. Which moment from Part 5 hit you the hardest? Maeve's sacrifice, Rowan's salvation, or Seraphina's return? Your comment might shape Part 6.